to the original repo you forked from. To help keep track of the repo, we'll add another remote called upstream. Well, I just go to the template hosting website. I manually download it. Okay. So they're not using... okay. So if they're not using any sort of Git source control that you've got access to or anything like that, then yeah, downloading it and using a tool like Beyond Compare to see what differences are made and then applying those particular differences could work perfectly fine. My recommendation when you do this is you're going to have a couple of versions. All right. So you've got your version. And I'm going to keep this down here. All right. Then you've got their last version. And then their current version. Oops, sorry, I need to... Yeah, I don't have much space. Oh, what happened now? Alright, hang on. Sorry, I've had to move the mouse because this happens every single time Socks's tail touches the mouse. It goes funky. And then their latest. And what you could do is you can compare these two versions and get a delta. So I'm going to reference, so compare versions. To get delta. And this is going to be very manual. And then once you've got that delta, you can then think about applying it in here. Now, there is going to be a time where you're going to be like, I am not going to implement those changes. There's going to be a time where you're like, no to this particular change. Because your code will eventually get further and further, hopefully, and this is a good thing. Don't get this wrong. This is a good thing. Your code will get further and further away from their vision and stuff like that, because all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need to do this in here and stuff like that. So if you have like a little timeline of their code doing this, your code might start doing something like this, where it slowly seeps away and then becomes its own thing. And the Bob that I know, how are you going? Thank you very much for the resubscription. Welcome, welcome. Hope things are